What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. I am Aria Renee for those who do not know, and today's video is an exciting topic for me because it's a video that I've been wanting to do since I started back doing YouTube, and I've actually talked about this doing it in a couple of previous videos as well. But it's going to be about my favorite influencers that are in my life currently, and I just wanted to share those because I think they do a really good job of spreading good and valuable information, and one day hopefully I'll aspire to be just like them. But without further ado, let's go ahead and hop in. If I'm looking down, it's because I have all my stuff written down right here so I don't get lost or forget anything or anybody. But since we are on the YouTube platform right now, let's hop into my favorite YouTubers to watch right now. So my favorite one, and probably most recent one, is Mystic Rain. She is, I think she actually just returned back to YouTube, but I love her for all of her lessons that she has on her channel. So she has lessons geared toward tarot. She just recently uploaded some YouTube videos about your soul contract. So if you guys are really into things like that, I definitely go check her out. She also does upload vlogs as well, not as much, but she does have vlogs as well. So definitely go check her out. My next one is probably my oldest person that I'm subscribed to in the beginning of all of this, and that is Master Shari, I believe is his name. He is just so positive. His voice is so smooth. He works out. He has somebody that he looks up to. He just does a really good job at spreading information. And some of my other YouTubers that I watch have actually seen him. I've actually seen him collaborate with them as well. So I'm also a part of his creators app as well that he just downloaded. I just downloaded that app and I'm still trying to figure out the app itself. It's like a social media platform, but I guess for spiritual creators in a way. I just made my first post today, but what I'm getting from it is it just still needs to grow. More people just really need to know about the app, especially younger people. So like I said, I'm just getting to know that app, which is called Creators Circle by Master Shari. My next one is Earth Mama Medicine, and I just love Earth Mama Medicine. The only recent thing that she's done that's very devastating is the fact that her and her boyfriend broke up, but that's none of my business. That's not none of your business. She came and stated what was going on a little bit without giving us too much detail, but I really just love her. I found her because she has a video called Chakras Explained, I think, and when I was diving into it, she was one of the first videos that popped up and that I watched. Right now she does a lot of things geared towards her farm and homestead, which you guys know if you guys been watching my channel that I really love the idea of having my own land to farm on. So I've been mainly watching her for that, but of course I love the supplements that she does as well, and she just also started back incorporating animal foods back into her life, which I don't know if that's a deal breaker for you guys. Leeor, which is the baby elephant community, which is so crazy because I believe I found the baby elephant community on Facebook before I even found Leeor on YouTube, which is so crazy that that happened. I'm not so much I don't connect so much with the baby elephant group on Facebook as much, but I still watch Leeor a lot on YouTube. Her recent video obviously was talking about the lunar eclipse that we had this morning at like 3:57, which I was actually awake for. But yeah, she talks about like taking a break on Twitter and things like that, but of course we'll get into all of that in a second. But Leeor, I just love the information that she spreads, you know, and I love how she could talk about aliens and conspiracy theories and resting and the feminine divine and, you know, divine feminine and all of that. So I just love Leeor as a creator and a social media enthusiast all together. Mintfaery. Now Mintfaery has helped me set up my altars. She did give me the idea of try to go to Dollar Tree to find altar pieces and things like that. My Dollar Tree doesn't have a lot of that, at least not right now, but I really followed Mintfaery just because of how she sets up her altars and the different ways that she incorporates things into her altars, and I really just love that. I'm just recently now starting to change out my altar depending on what I'm searching for. So I recently did, not recently, but it's been a couple of weeks now, I changed my altar to be more towards prosperity, good luck, and abundance. So I have a lot of green. I put some real plants that I just threw away because they were dying. I might go get some more. But she gave me the inspiration to change up my altar. My next influencer is the Gem Goddess, and I think if you're in the spiritual community, she's probably the first person we all came in contact with. She's just really pretty, really beautiful. Her aesthetic is just so pleasing. She's actually one of the people that I recently seen on Master Shari's YouTube channel. I hope I'm saying his name right, but YouTube channel. And of course, I think we all follow her because one of her singing bowls that she has, of her huge collection, her manifestation stories and lessons that she has. She also has a couple of wands that I think are just gorgeous, and all around she's just a really good YouTube influencer. My last YouTube influencer is Shanetta Devonterro, and I found her because I was once into pick a deck and then let's see, you know, where you go, you know, how it goes. So I recently subscribed to her for that, and I found her tarot decks to be the most accurate. So that's kind of why I followed her. I kind of took a step back from her just because I saw that she was going through some things, but I think she's back on YouTube now and better than before. Now, I do also follow all these influencers on all platforms such as Twitter, if they have a TikTok, and Instagram, of course. So I'm not going to go through and say that I follow them on that. If they have a profile on that platform, then I am following them on there as well. But some other people that I'm following that I didn't mention on YouTube, there is a YouTube influencer called Trinity. I don't watch all her videos just because some of the videos some of the videos are for me, some videos are not, so I didn't really mention her. But I also follow her. Moving on to my next influencer, which I'm actually it's kind of crazy that I didn't put her on my YouTube influencer, but it's BeHatiLife. I used her for tarot, learning about my pendulum, I always mess that word up, and my crystal ball, because I have crystal ball. I have not used a crystal ball yet, just because I'm trying to remove a little bit more fear out of my heart before using anything scrying, so I'm not letting anything malicious in. Is that the right word? But I also follow her on Instagram as well, and as you guys can see here, this is her Instagram. Very, very aesthetically pleasing, I think. Very colorful, very green, just hints of color here and there. Now, as far as influencers go on Instagram, a lot of them I just put there for inspiration. Like here I have the_Hawthorne_Witches_T, and that's just because I really love their memes when it comes to anything dealing with witch. And oh, let me go back up. And as you can see here, they just literally put out a different stuff. I thought this one was so funny because if you're a kitchen witch, I'm not a kitchen witch, but personally, like looking at the garlic and the onions, I just started using more onions. I think that is just hilarious. Also on Instagram, I follow actually a lot of hashtags that deal with spirituality and witches. The main ones that I follow right now are hashtag Black Witches, hashtag Witches, hashtag African Spirituality, and I believe there's one more that also pops up. But if you don't want to follow just like specific creators, because maybe they don't post this often, I know in the witch community or even in the spiritual community, they just do not post this often on social media, and that's perfectly fine. A lot of things are meant to be kept private, but when they do post, you can follow those hashtags. That way you can see a little bit of everyone with those hashtags on your timeline. Moving on to Twitter, like I said with Twitter, the only people that I follow on Twitter right now are the same people that I am subscribed to on YouTube if they have a profile. I don't use Twitter as much. I go on there and I do make sure that I post every day to stay consistent, but as far as going on the timeline, I'm still not used to that. I'm still learning how to figure out Twitter and be consistent and make sure I'm in the community, but I don't follow a lot of people through this spirituality or witch on Twitter. Alright, and the last thing that I am going to talk about is going to be TikTok. So I don't have any specific popular, I have to go to their page every day on TikTok. On TikTok, I literally just scroll. So what I do as far as finding spirituality and witches on TikTok, literally, if I find you, I watch your video to like all the way through and I take something from it. I automatically follow you. So what I'm going to do for this section of the video is I'm just going to pick out like 5 to 7 spiritual TikTok videos. I'm going to throw them up and we're going to watch them together. Okay, so this says the spiritual urge to go hermit mode until you feel spiritually and emotionally grounded, because the past couple of months have been packed with change and uncertainty, even though you know every moment was needed for your own growth. Now, I don't know about you, but your girl this week been tired, haven't been wanting to do anything. Like I told you guys that I told you guys in the last video actually that I am back in school and I gotta keep up with the schoolwork. But it's so much change that has happened that has been so drastic. So I find that really relatable. And this is by Sydney.Ren. This guy is just talking about the eclipse, but I do try to incorporate men spiritualists in my following as well. It's not a lot of them out there, at least not posting anyways, but that's cool. We already know that the lunar moon happened last night. If I would have got this video up on time, we actually probably would have watched that together. But either way, I still relatable. Here we go. We got affirmations. I love myself dearly. I deserve all the good things in this world. I believe in myself always. And her makeup is so pretty. Okay, that is really good for affirmations. And this is the naughty girl. Now, I will say, probably once a day I do go in here and I like to look at spiritual videos. That's why I'm actually doing this, because I do this in real life.
What are the basics that you should be mastering to...
Oh, now that I pause this video really quick, I've been really big into finding more like about the divine feminine energies, or even the dark feminine energies. Like, I really want to tap into that, because this past week, and this is so unrelated to the video, if you're still here anyways, I found that this past week, like, I've been getting a lot of, not really messages, but I've been seeing a lot of sacral chakra posts and pretty much everywhere. And the other day I went in and I was like, well, let me go and figure out what the sacral chakra is. And I figured out what it does and what it looks like to be blocked. And I found out that my sacral chakra might be blocked. Totally unrelated to this, but I love learning about the feminine energies, because I feel like the sacral chakra and feminine energy, you know, all of that being aligned, you can be a really powerful, bad, you know. But let's watch this video, and I think this is going to be the last one.
Tap into your dark feminine energy.
Let me start it over.
What are the basics that you should be mastering to tap into your dark feminine energy? Y'all, it's really to open up your heart. I know that sounds really simple.
It's not.
You want it to be more complicated than it is, but that's really it. When we are connected to our heart space, this is when we're in our true divine feminine energy.
Wow.
Now, the number one way how I help my clients to do this is through womb healing. Most of our wounds as women is actually stored inside of our womb space. We can't fully access our full manifestation energy and our full power when that area is clouded and blocked.
That's crazy what I just said, right?
Once you do that, this creates this beautiful pathway and connection to your heart space, and you're able to receive the love, the money, the abundance, happiness, the joy, the ease, the peace, anything that you want. This is the secret. It's not about a look. It's not dressing a certain way. It's not trying to act a certain way. It's really connecting back to your heart.
And I feel like that is so crazy to say, even though the womb is not necessarily the sacral chakra. I think the sacral is navel to pelvic. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and stop that right there. I will probably watch the rest of those TikToks a little later, because I absolutely love spirituality and witch on TikTok, but I also love Black Girl Luxury on TikTok too. So unrelated. But those are going to be my favorite influencers. I don't have just like a set one on YouTube. Of course, I subscribe to people for their certain content. Those are not the only spiritual or witch influencers that I'm subscribed to on YouTube, but those are the ones that I wanted to mention because I do take a lot from them currently. As far as Instagram and Twitter, same thing. If they're on YouTube and they have a platform somewhere else, then I would follow. My Instagram, I'm just trying to mainly get it up to par and make sure that my Instagram is what I want to see daily. Same with Twitter. That's why I just don't follow a lot of people on Twitter, because we know how Twitter can be so messy. And TikTok, if I love your first content, I'm just going to go ahead and follow, because TikTok has so much content. It's kind of hard to have one set or a set of favorite TikTokers that you have. But on that note, I hope you guys enjoyed. If there are some people that you guys want me to check out, or you have your own people, make sure you guys link them in the description below. Like I said, I just uploaded a video on Friday, on Friday, about the spiritual apps that I use. Make sure you guys subscribe and then go check that video out as well. But I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. And of course, you got to be safe in this crazy world. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.